I'm like, just take it down. I don't like it. Just take it down. They are so, and I just want to say this. Africans, now, I just want to say this. Don't get offended, y'all. They are so rude, so disgusting.
Hi, I'm Essie and you're welcome to my channel where the conversation is real and Essie's got the tea. Now, the constant bickering between hairstylists, braiders and their clients has become a never-ending saga. It now feels like a reality TV show where we get highlights every single week. In fact, it's becoming every single day because just a few days ago, I made a video on a braider versus their client, and today, a client came out to talk about her not so good experience at a braider shop, dragging each other by their left boobs. Alright, that is what we're going to be looking at today. She said a lot of things, she went all out, she expressed herself, and she also went, of course, during the course of ranting. We're also going to be discussing that. So without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it. But before then, if you're not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe and leave a comment in the comment section. And before we get into the video, I want to make a quick disclaimer that this channel is centered around natural hair. I teach black women to embrace their natural hair and to see the beauty in their natural hair and to challenge the ideology and the narrative that wigs are better than natural hair. I mean, non-textured wigs. Let's get into it.
So this is my hair, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all a better picture of it later. I just don't feel like it because this is not birthday. This is not giving birthday. This is not what I had planned to get for my birthday. So yesterday I arrived. I had scheduled a 10 o'clock appointment, 10 o'clock p.m. last night. The address is 410 East 125th Street. That one, that's the location I went to. It was basically a mohawk. I'm gonna show it right here where the clip was. In the morning. The worst experience ever. I told him just take it out. She kept trying to fix what she kept doing. Like, I hate when a stylist that they could do something and they can't do it. I said, if you can't do this, I said it loud. I said it about 3 times. My girlfriend was like, yeah, you aggressive. Yeah, I'm not that girl that be quiet in the chair and go out and cry in their motherfucking car. I'm not. Okay? I'm like, just take it down. I don't like it. Just take it down. They are so, and I just want to say this. Africans, now, I just want to say this. Don't get offended, y'all. They are so rude, so disgusting. I'm used to just the African place I've been going to for 18 years. And why I didn't go to them, I was being cheap, and this is what happens. But it looked so stupid, and she got to tell me, oh, it looked nice, it looked nice. I'm looking at my girlfriend. My girlfriend like, no, take it out. I'm like, I know. But I said, why are you lying and telling me it looked good? Would you wear this outside? I said, you know what, you would. What African you know that got hair, number one? They are combing my hair so hard with what's the tiniest comb called? The tiny comb? Rat tail comb. Why are you combing? I am black. Why are you combing my hair with a rat tail comb? So I leave that place. I told her, you know what? I'll be back. I think about coming back. I'm not coming back. I went to the other one and I started my hair. As soon as I walked in, I started my hair. They didn't care about what I just went through at the other salon. They did not care. I was trying to tell them they did not care. You hear me? I didn't that was a waste of time. But anyways, the girl that did my hair was a young girl, and she braided my thoughts together. Do you hear me? This joint hurt so bad. How do knotless hurt? And they didn't have no human hair. First of all, it's not 180 any length for any style. That's a lie. And then I'm telling her, why y'all got it promotion all over social media if y'all wasn't doing that? On top of the butt, it's 180. Over the butt, under the butt, it's $40 extra. $40 extra. We paid $220 for this. Is not what I wanted for my birthday. It looks so plain. Like I'm just not really satisfied. But I'm gonna make what it do, baby. Because I'm gonna beat my face, and it is what it is. But it's just the fact that Africans are so rude. They do not care. Nobody's never gonna stop going to this establishment, and they know that. And we gotta still keep going there. But they are so rude and nasty, and they stink. And I'm just over it. I'm just gonna stick to my Africans, and that's it. But don't listen to what the internet, these creators, you know what I want to say, y'all, to these big creators, F y'all, okay? Because y'all lying. And the lady told me that, because I'm like, yo, but I'm trying to, you would think since I've been there all night and all day that they'll hurry up and do my hair and have multiple girls on my hair. She said that the creators pay for multiple people in their hair to rush it. So the creators lied about that. Not everybody's not doing their hair. You have to pay all the Africans to braid your hair like that. So Bohemian, whatever the boho braids, they are $240, you guys. $240. And those are 2 places that I went to, so they was not lying. It's $240. Okay, this was $220 because there wasn't no things in it. A horrible experience. I'm tired. I still didn't get no sleep. It's 4:32, and I'm just getting home.
As you can see, that was her whole experience at the braider shop, and I want to say that is a not so good experience. Yeah, there are a lot of things I picked out from this video, but 3 things appertain to her braiding experience, and the other ones we're going to come to that. You see why I always talk about braiders learning basic hair care knowledge. A braider has to learn how to care for black hair. A braider has to know how to care for natural hair, the right product, the right technique, the right comb to use. Because tell me how you call yourself a braider and you don't know that you shouldn't use a rat tail comb to detangle black hair. If you're not using the rat tail comb to section the hair, you shouldn't be using it to detangle black hair. There are some combs that are even bigger than rat tail comb. You can't still use them to comb black hair because it is going to lead to breakage. And aside the whole breakage, it's going to inflict a lot of pain on the client's scalp. Because when you're trying to force it to comb your hair with a rat tail comb that is compact, you're using it to comb someone's hair. Braiders are not specialists. No, you should learn. You should know basic things about natural hair and how to care for it. A lot of local African braiders are actually guilty of it. Yeah, I have a hairstylist that I've been, going to her shop for a very long time. There are some things I correct her whenever she wants to do that on my hair, but I love going to her place because she's light-handed. I don't feel pain when she makes my hair. So that is very bad. And what's this thing about ego styling? You don't know how to make a hair. Why would you lie that you know how to make a hairstyle that you don't know how to make? And at the end of the day, you make rubbish on the person's head. Can you make this hair? Yes, I can. I am expecting you to be able to deliver since you said you can. So why would I ask you if you can make this hairstyle and you lie that you can make the hairstyle, but at the end of the day, the result I'm getting is just rubbish? I would feel bad myself. So this is not a really good experience, honestly. She has every right to rant about the rubbish they were doing on her head. If you don't know how to make a hairstyle, it's okay. You can be intelligent, but there's a specific course that you know very well. You might not be really good at mathematics, but you're very good at English. But you're good at maths, but not so much. The only thing you have to do is to learn, keep practicing to get perfect at it. Don't lie that you can make hair. And I always speak about speaking out whenever you feel like a hairstyle is not coming out the way you want. And I just love that she says she's an outspoken person. Immediately she was telling them, no, I don't like this hair. I don't like what you're doing on my scalp. I don't like it. I like people that are outspoken, not like you pretend to like a hairstyle and then you come online and start crying that the hairstyle was terrible. You pretend you like a hairstyle, you lie to the hairstylist that you like the hairstyle, and then you come online to bash the hairstylist. That is very wrong. If you do not like a hairstyle, please speak out. Tell them that you don't like the hairstyle. So I'm going to give her a thumbs up for that one. Speaking out, don't pretend. You're paying for it. You should be getting your money's worth. Don't lie that you like a hairstyle when you don't like the hairstyle. And there's the issue of unprofessionalism, which is not very uncommon. A lot of hairstylists and braiders, in fact, professionalism is starting to go extinct. Many of you do not understand the art of professionalism anymore. It's about money. A client should be able to feel good. A client should be able to feel confident and relaxed. A client should be able to express themselves whenever they tell you that, I don't like this thing. They should be feeling good. You're not you gaslighting them and being rude to them. Many of you are very rude to your customer. It's not good. This is the part I'm going to be going on my full rant because there's something I've been meaning to address for some time, but I haven't been able to do it because I've just been piling it up, and I just feel like maybe I shouldn't say it, but I feel like this video is the best opportunity and the best time to talk about it. Instead of focusing on the bad experience she had with the braider, she went on a full whole rant about African people. You called out a whole as continents because of one experience or two experiences you had at African braiders shop. Two experiences, and you decided to say that all Africans, not even all Africans, can't grow hair. How many Africans you know got hair? Excuse me? I don't know if I should call this racism because it's not racism. This is a pure case of anti-blackness, xenophobia, and intraracial prejudice. Africans are dirty, but you guys order African sponge. For people who are dirty, why should they be using African sponge to exfoliate their skin? African sponge, you order African sponge from African countries, and probably other places now they have the materials to make African sponge. I mean, for people who are dirty, should we be having African sponge? What are we using it for? Oh, we use it as bralettes and, pants, and Africans are dirty. Really? Really? Coming from a fellow black person, that the whole last continent, that we are dirty and we stink and we don't grow hair. The type of comment I get in my comment section shows you that a lot of people actually do share the same sentiment as this woman. She also made an apology video. In that apology video, she was also insulting, this time around I think she was insulting Black Americans. She said, "Y'all are ghetto." Well, I'm gonna share the video.
Hey, my sexy queens, I had wanted to make a video apologizing about the African comment that I made. I shouldn't have even had made that on the internet, regardless of how I was feeling. When people talk about like black people saying like, oh, how they uneducated, they loud, they ghetto, I don't get offended. You get what I'm saying? Because it's true. And they didn't say Phyllis. You get what I'm saying? I didn't say you guys' names. That's just, I shouldn't have said my opinion. I shouldn't have said it out on the internet, and I apologize. Y'all are chewing me up. Y'all even in my sister's page. Y'all are on my main page. I wish I could take this and, you know what? Back it up. Let me just, apology. That's it. I apologize. I love everybody. Okay?
In this apology video, which wasn't an apology, she insulted Black Americans in this video. She said, just like when people say black people are uneducated and ghetto, she doesn't fight it because that's the truth. And what she was trying to say is that if people say African people are dirty and we don't grow hair, we should not fight it. We should not fight it because that's the truth. A lot of African Americans actually do think like this, that Africans are dirty, Africans are this, Africans are that. You complain about racism, you complain about how some white people treat you, you complain about how you're being discriminated against your hair, you're being called dirty, you're being called black, you're being called as charcoal, you're called all sort of, bad things and negative things. But you feel it's okay to talk about at least people that resemble you phenotypically. You guys share observable phenotypic traits. You think it's okay to insult them because you feel you're better than African people. Wow. Some of you have mastered the art of gaslighting and manipulation, but I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to mince my word. Some of you African Americans think the world revolves around you. With or without you, the earth would still rotate. We are not going to bow down at your feet. That card you're holding in your hand, that card of victimhood and thinking everybody is against you, the world is against you, the world is doing that. No. People are hustling, people are struggling. The world does not revolve around you. My video on dirty hair, the glorification of dirty hair in the black community, is the reason I am making this rant. Some people came for me because I said black people. And recently I had this comment 3 days ago, but I just saw the comments yesterday. I just want to know, what is the correlation between a video on dirty hair? What is the correlation between a video on dirty hair and this comment? Please tell me. What is the correlation? How you made a whole ass video that is about dirty hair to be about African Americans is crazy. You started telling me the history. And these are some of the few comments and response, because a lot of people misunderstood that video, that I had to edit my initial comment and pin it. My initial comment was about depression and how, yeah, I know a lot of people suffer from mental health issues and that is why they don't wash their hair. I had to pin it. But when I started reading the comments and I saw some people saying, black people, why would you say black people? Why would you say black person? Why would you say black? And it had me wondering, black. So I should subgroup it. I should why should I subgroup it when I can just use the unified term black? Black is not American. Black is a racial identity. And yes, we do have different cultural experiences and identity, but black is for everybody. Hollywood and the news media has made black Americans a lot more popular. There was a time I made a video about braids, and I talked about African Americans and why they don't like white people wearing braids. Someone said to me, Esther, what about Afro-Latinas? When you guys talk about these things, when you guys talk about things like this, you guys don't mention Afro-Latinas. And that just opened my eyes to a lot of things. That yes, sometimes when I'm talking about black people and I want to specify, I'm like African Americans and Africans or black people in diaspora, it's always African Americans. some of you are really unaware of the diversity within the Black diaspora, that you've started to think that Black is for you. I cannot use Black in my video. Some people said I was insulting African Americans because I said Black. In that video, I said, today's video will be discussing the glorification and normalization of dirty hair, but in the Black community, yeah. So you're expecting me to say the glorification and normalization of dirty hair by Africans, by African Americans, by Afro-Caribbeans, by Afro-Arabs, by Afro-British, by Afro-Europeans, by Afro-Latinas, by Afro-Sudanese, by... Why should I subgroup it when I can just say Black? If you see me in the United States and I'm standing there, probably I'm getting coffee, and you see me as a Black woman, the first thing you see is Black. Probably, eventually you would walk up to me and speak to me. That is when you realize that, oh, I'm African from my accent. That is the distinction. You'll be able to tell that I'm African because of my accent. You know I don't sound like you. And you're like, oh, you're not from here? Yeah. Where from? Nigeria. But the first thing you see when you see me is a Black sister. Am I right? If a white person sees me, the white person is seeing Black until I speak. That is when they'll be able to differentiate. They'll be able to tell that, they'll be able to tell that, oh, you're not American. You're not from here. You're not from here. But the first thing they see is Black. So why is it that I can't use the unified term Black? I use the term Black because that is just the best way to talk about Black people globally without trying to subgroup us. We share observable, similar phenotypic traits, skin tone, hair texture, probably facial features. We share these traits. Our cultural experiences and identity might be different, but we share a lot of things. But when I say Black, you automatically think I'm insulting African Americans. And it is usually some of you in the comment section. They use that video as an opportunity to insult Black people. Someone told me that, well, Africans are dirty. Africans are the dirty ones. I did not mention African American. If I wanted to specify, I will. If I wanted to specify, I will specify African Americans. I've called out Nigerians a lot in my videos. I've talked about Nigerians being classist. I've talked about Nigerian women, idolizing I've talked about Nigerian women idolizing marriage with white men just so their kids can have loose hair textures. I've called out Nigerians a lot. If I have to specify, I will. If I have to say African Americans did this, I will. But how is a video about Black people now about African Americans? A video where I said, who taught us Black people? Who taught us Black people that dirty hair grows fast? If I wanted to talk about African Americans, I'll be like, the glorification and normalization of dirty hair by African Americans. Why should I use Black people when I can just say African Americans? When I can just say Afro-Latinas, I can just say Afro-Caribbeans, I can just say Afro-Latinas, I can say Africans. This is a global, should I say universal, belief that has been ingrained in the minds of a lot of Black people. So I should start mentioning all the groups, the glorification of dirty hair. Look, a video title is meant to entice you. A video title is meant to make you click. A video title is meant to push you, to make you curious enough to click on the video. And I don't do clickbait. What you see in the title is what you get in my videos. I don't do clickbait. I thought about it, the glorification of dirty hair by Black people, and I was like, nah, that doesn't sound nice. It's meant to sound nice. It's meant to be some video titles and thumbnails are meant to be controversial enough for you to click. That is it. So tell me how someone said you're not like us, that they're not like... I know. I used to think that we were the same, but I'm sorry, I apologize for actually thinking that we were the same. But we are not. We are not. You think the world revolves around you, that people are coming to fight you. Dirtiness is not, should I say, is not race-based. There are dirty people everywhere. There are dirty people in Africa. There are dirty people in Europe. There are dirty people in America. But you coming for a whole ass continent because you're xenophobic. You complain. You have the guts to complain about racism, and you're doing this. You know, some of you don't even, you don't hold yourself accountable to the point where you don't know when you don't realize when you're doing something wrong. That's why some of you would go to job interviews you'll mess things up. Like this lady who went for a job interview and she posted the whole process, the test she went through, urine, the drug test and whatever. Posted the whole process and she got fired even before she got the job. And she posted it thinking people would support her. It's because I'm black, that is why I didn't. No, it's not because you're black. It's because you're badly behaved. Because you're a badly behaved adult. The other lady who wanted to be a air hostess, she also went through similar things. She broke protocol. I've forgotten how the story went. And she decided to play the black card. That card in your hand, drop it and be accountable for once as an adult. Nobody's coming for you. Nobody's fighting you because you're black. It's high time you start holding yourself accountable for some things. I appreciate African Americans a lot. And I understand the struggle that a lot of you have been through. I understand it. But you need to stop. Some of you just need to stop. Someone said, you guys cannot, what was the comment? You guys cannot do without us. You guys make story. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? No, really, who cares about you people? This is a natural hair channel. Imagine I say that channel is for African women. How would you feel? Imagine I come out and say this channel is specifically for African women. I say, but I want it to be about black people. Because this hair discrimination, colorism, texturism, it happens everywhere. It is not just an American experience. It's not just a black American experience. The only thing we don't experience here is racism, because Nigeria is a black country. We don't experience racism. But texturism, discrimination, colorism. Look, Nigeria just received an award for being the top country that uses bleaching cream. I'm going to make a video on that. That is to show you that these things are imminent in this country. It is not an American experience. I can't see how you are gatekeeping the term black because you think black is American. Please stop. Please stop. I respect people a lot, but at this point, it's becoming somehow. The type of comment I get in my comment section shows you that a lot of people actually do share the same sentiment as this woman. Then these same people, you bring the card out and play victimhood and play, they want to kill me, they hate me because I'm black. No. Some of you are as horrible. The things you guys go away with, the things black people, I'm talking about black people in general, can say and go away with. If a white person says that thing, says the same thing, the earth is going to fall. It's going to crumble. You people will drag them by their hair. The things you people say, it's horrible. You will not... Look, the other time, black women were coming for Nara Smith, her hair. You were insulting her. And I think that a lot of you weaponize this blackness to the point that people don't see it. You people talk about how white people stink and they smell like wet dog. I think there's a video on, lots of videos. People talk about how white people don't spice their food. You talk about how they don't have rhythm when they are dancing. You've said a lot of things about them. Enough is enough. The only time I talk about white people is if indeed white people did say something negative against black people, black skin, natural hair. You see me talking, but I don't have issues. And I respected African Americans to the point where I said, I'm not going to talk about African Americans not accepting braids because I do not have that systemic, I have never experienced systemic racism as you people. So I'm going to sit that one out. I don't know. I don't have the experience on systemic racism. But you see, natural hair discrimination, I've been through that in school. My teacher told me that my hair looked a mess. I am a pretender, or I like to do church things because I don't wear makeup and I don't wear earrings. They talked about colorism. I haven't really experienced colorism anyway, but I've seen people insult people who are like darker skin. And I've seen dark skinned people insult people who are light skinned. But because you're dark and you insult someone who is light skinned, it's not colorism. You people don't think that is also colorism. Oh, you're just beautiful because you're light skinned. You're not beautiful, it's because you're light skinned. The kind of things some of you say, you reverse it. Is this reverse psychology? There was a lot I want to talk about, but I just want to say that I really do respect African Americans. The phone I'm using to film right now was gifted to me by an African American. I've received help. You know, when I used to post a lot on Facebook, I used to be like, my page then was very active. I received monetary help from African Americans. Not African Americans, like I had African Americans followers a lot. So this lady reached out to me. She was like, Esther, I appreciate you. Send me your cash app. I'm going to send something to you. And she did. I respect people a lot, but the kind of comments I've been seeing, People always make it seem like I don't have a right to talk about certain things because I am African. And when I say black, automatically I'm insulting African. I'm not going to pretend like Africans are not troublesome. I'm also going to be speaking as a Nigerian. You know, whenever I'm talking about Africans globally, I like to speak as a Nigerian because I can only speak as a Nigerian. Nigerians can be troublesome. True. And I'm sure that some of you must have experienced one or two things from Nigerians. Maybe being disrespectful, maybe telling you you're not black enough or African enough. I know that. I know. And when I see things like that, I frown against it because that is bad. It is very, very bad. I don't support things like this. And I'm not here to create a diasporic war. I'm here to say exactly, I am tired. Stop. Thank you for watching. Bye.